Huh?
That.
Fate brought me to that tower to find my true love. But which one was she? I pleaded with the magic mirror to show me a sign.
Well,
So here we are. We need to make a choice right off the bat. And we know nothing about these two people. I originally thought about putting this to a vote, but I felt that would be rather demeaning. The only option I could really think of was putting their names into a randomizer and then letting that decide. So, the randomizer decided to choose this person here.
Princess, will you marry me?
Wait, hard pass. Hard pass. You've only just laid eyes on me, and now you're proposing.
Don't you believe in love at first sight?
Oh, sorry. I'm nearsighted. All I saw was an amorphous cape cliché stumbling into my bedroom window. Oh, please stand up. You're embarrassing yourself.
Yes, well, my apologies. My one true love.
Seriously? I just watched you propose to my friend. Over there! Like 10 feet away!
So that's, no?
Yes. I mean, yes, that's a no!
Well, no bother. We shall now proceed with the rescue mission as planned. Princesses, if you would be so kind as to toss down your long, luxurious, golden locks of... hair?
You're joking, right? No one's had that hairstyle for decades. Centuries, really.
Please tell me buried inside that ornate cape is a real escape plan. Like a trained eagle, or flying berries, or an adventuring rope.
Adventuring rope?
You're a bit of a ropeless romantic now, aren't you?
Well, looks like you're stuck here with us. An intro might be in order. My name is...
Earthquake?
Not quite.
Steady that shelf! Oh, good catch!
Over there, if you would. Lovely. Right there!
To your left! Nice moves. Quick feet.
I felt like the magic mirror was playing games with my heart. Was it watching every move I made? Did it already know who my queen was? I needed to relax. I needed to be myself. I needed to help clean up the mess I made. What was this dark magic? An invisible wall guarded the outside world from me. If I wanted to impress the princesses, I would need to find another way to get that vase.
So yeah, I think it's a bit unfair that you have to choose between the two of them right from the start. But I guess that's sort of in character for Graham. I mean, you can decide who you want to pursue, or you can change your mind up to a certain point. But I'm going to stick with the choice that was made by the name randomizer. I would like to apologise for the last video. I was a little bit tired, hence a bit of a brain freeze when it came to climbing up this tower. Now I'm trying to remember the name of the being who had a home that could walk. I think that was Baba Yaga. Anyway, let's continue on.
The vase sat just outside the boundaries of a spell keeping me inside the tower.
If objects can leave this force field, then I'm sure we will need to find another object to pull it back in. We won't find anything out here.
Which princess did you talk to first?
Now, both of these characters are based off of Queen Valenice, who was a character in the original series. And I believe Queen Valenice appeared in 5 of the King's Quest games, 5 out of 7. And she was a playable character in the 7th game. Now, both of these two people have various traits that are in line with Graham's character. And yeah, our aim is to get to know them better, but as I said, we have to start making choices right from the start, even though we don't know either of them.
The take-home version of a battle of wits. Huh. I didn't see a spot for board games. The sparkly purple book had a winged Pegasus on its cover. Perhaps one of the princesses would know where it went. All I knew how to make was chocolate chip pancakes, and I didn't see any chocolate chips. It was cold at the top of that tower.
Hey, were you invited up there?
Every time I hear Christopher Lloyd talking, I start feeling like playing Toonstruck again.
Shame. It looked like the loot cracked in the tumble and was in need of a repair. Advanced crosswords, riddles, and puzzles. The whole book was solved already. I wonder who it belonged to. An unfinished masterpiece. No idea where this belongs.
I believe we have interacted with all that we can interact with.
Hey there. Sorry about earlier. Things got a little weird.
Apology accepted.
I'm Graham, by the way. As in King Graham of Daventry. As in King Graham the... Compassionate.
Compassionate. Nice to meet you, Graham. I'm V, as in Princess V of Eastern Kalima.
Is V short for something?
Yes, it is.
Yep. So, I should also apologize for forgetting my adventuring rope. I guess nothing was planned in my proposal.
Adventuring rope? Oh, that was a bit of a lark. Rope wouldn't matter much anyway.
It wouldn't?
Don't you think if there was any way of escaping, we would have done it by now? No, we're all bound to this tower by some outdated wizard's spell. You know, one that needs some antiquated ideal of love to break it.
I see.
I knew from reading Courting Queens to Hold Court the importance of a good first impression. I would have to choose my next words carefully.
So...
Our choices here do matter, as there is some kind of hidden system where their opinion of you does change. So even if you do pursue one person, they might not actually like you. There is a point in the game where a choice is made, and that's who you end up with. So we need to be careful with our questions here.
what did you study in school?
Literature and archery. But I spent most of my time on the field playing snoot polo. I was on scholarship and still hold all of the records. At least I hope I do. Oh, it's been a while since I've been able to check. Where did you study?
I went to night school up north and majored in all things adventure. And minored in creative costuming. Another question, if you'd humor me. Whom would you say you admire most?
My dad. He taught me everything I know, and was never afraid to take some time off the throne to play a game of wits or strategy ship with me. What about you? Whom do you most admire?
The legend named Achaka. But that might be a story for another time. Who would you say is your best friend?
Why, niece, of course. We've been best mates since birth, even though our kingdom frowns on it. What about yours?
Triumph? Sir Triumph III. He's a person. He counts as a real human friend.
That was actually a bit fun. Thanks. We still have work to do, though, so back at it. My dad and I used to play this game for hours. It goes on that shelf. Beanstalks, peg-eye, and magical manatees. Says property of niece all over it. She should know where it goes. I read that at least 3 times a year. Could you put it back over there? That's not Baroque, is it? Okay, good. Ask niece where that goes.
Unfortunately, we don't get the same line of questioning with Nice. It all depends on who you speak to first. If you speak to Nice first, you would get 3 other options to talk about.
Hello. I thought perhaps I could introduce myself properly.
And your name is?
My name? Of course. I'm King Graham of Daventry. King Graham the... Compassionate.
Compassionate. Lovely. Pleasure to meet you, Graham. I'm known as Niece. As in, Princess Niece of Western Kalima.
So, how did you get trapped up here?
Well, I saw this tower on the edge of my kingdom, and a little old lady told me there was a majestic unicorn at the top. I leapt at the chance for adventure. My siblings are never going to let me live this one down. Oh, I hope they don't have to clean my room. I have too many important art projects that need finishing. So, what about you? What brings you here?
Do we go for the fun answer or the real answer? Why not have some fun?
Oh, wow. I was also looking for majestic unicorns. Are there any up here?
There was a goat with a glued-on horn named Mr.
Fancy Cakes!
Have you met him?
One does not simply meet Mr. Fancy Cakes. One is awed by Mr. Fancy Cakes.
Tell me about it. Not sure where he ran off to.
We never are.
Nice chatting, but we really should get back to cleaning.
I suppose it would be a bit of a mood spoiler if we told Nice about his fate? Oh yes, we need to speak to Nice about these objects as well.
The hidden magical world. Each page brings me more joy than the last. Can you put that over there? That belongs to V. I can't stand that game. Ask her where to put it. Oh, that's V's. She loves logic puzzles. Ask her where it goes. I'll finish it someday. Until then, it goes over there.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Very nice.
Some sort of nunchuck made of bone. At least it was a self-sustainable business model.
Dare I ask?
One goes. Perhaps they go with the kitchenware.
Those are V's. She never lets me touch them. She'll know where to put them. My bongos! Oh, V says these are nothing but treble. Can you put them back over there?
This puzzle box busted in the fall and could use some fixing.
What can I say? As an only child, I was in constant need to keep myself entertained. Thank the shining stars that didn't fall on your head. You could have ended up with a percussion. Anyways, beats me where those go. They belong to Nice. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, we could have used a lot of objects to retrieve this vase, but the only thing that we can use that works is this long spear, which seems a little bit extreme.
Wow, not too shabby. Excellent work, Graham.
It's Hagatha! You better hide.
I can't stand that soggy woman. I won't even speak to her.
V, that's not very nice.
Might not be nice, but it's true.
You've never been one to give the time of day to people you don't like.
Seriously, she looks like a melted marshmallow.
Everything tip-top up here? Ah, how are my delicate little flowers?
We're splendid, Hagatha. Thank you.
Looks like you lovelies missed a spot. What was that?
Nothing.
That's right, dearie. A good princess should keep her thoughts on the inside. Just like we practiced. out of place.
Aftershock?
Oh, sweetie, we'll need to continue working on your awkward bungling.
I've been working on my sleep giggles too.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, that smell. From over there. Yes, yes. What do we have here?
Agatha, would you like to...
Don't interrupt. It's rude.
Whatever you say, you slimy cucumber.
Gotcha. Oh, joy! Looks like another princess has joined our party.
Princess?
Long, flowing gown, pale skin with rose-colored cheeks, an elaborate headdress, and... wait. Oh, the scent of lavender. I recognize a princess when I see one. Welcome to my tower. I'd invite you to dinner, but you don't really have a choice. Oh, Agatha. Good one.
If pretending to be a princess keeps us alive, then I'm all for it.
Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Oh, what a sweet little princess. Need to work on your grace, though. Now come. It's time to eat.
Hum's face.
Hey, hush!
What was that? What's everyone feel like for dinner?
I'll take savory.
Sweet, please.